Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Black Knights will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Once left for dead, literally, as a program 37 years ago. Now SMU, the Ponies, back with the big boys in the ACC.
I'm also really curious to see the style of play. SMU is really known for being sort of wide open on offense, that air raid that you see a lot within the state of Texas, and how that's going to translate and correlate against ACC defenses there.
And he's running in the open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
At the 45 on his way. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
After the run, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Okay, And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it would be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Daly. Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He's back to throw on second down. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown Mustangs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, SMU 21, Army 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. He's got the back in the middle. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Daly. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line. The give and the run on fourth down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
Buys a little time with his feet. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Feeling some heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's Wheaton. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Army!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 28 to Georgia Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Jennings. unloads it left. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. And he breaks into the open. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Army.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Stewart. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on a massive fumble recovery.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's why you have to have the jet sweep in your repertoire if you're this offense. That receiver has tremendous speed. He's so dangerous in the open field. You saw it on that play.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, Dave.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Daly. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Fires to the tight end. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on 3rd down. Sticks it in his belly. The Black Knights are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the 1st?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give them a bone, reward them. Now they'll block harder and they'll block longer in the future.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Keeps the legs moving.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Daly. Gets it to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying the left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score. SMU 38, Army 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Gain of 4.
see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They're testing the right side here. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
At the 18-yard line. Coming up.
And the Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go. Line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the offense will take over. 1st and
10. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.